Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go for a rerun in today's live summon event in the Crew 2, Untamed Italians, a themed summon that features events and activities that were the most part restricted to Italian manufactured vehicles. Was originally dated from May 29 through June 5, 2019, as we're about to be proceed forward to have 3 reruns until moving on in January 11 through the 18, 2023, in which succeeded the Rider Challenge from last week, but it will be also to have the last live summon on the Stadia version following Google Stadia's eventual shutdown as the same day as this summon ends. Well, I know this is going to be quite having some major changes for Stadia for every player who have been played the Crew 2. But I know this is going to be having a last moment before this part of the theme summon will come to an end, and especially episode 1 in the 7th season of Motorflix Into the Storm before moving on in episode 2 will be take place after Final Call. We'll be doing Blizzard Rush. But that's right folks, this is going to be a very good cold moment out there to have the 5 events ever since to have the Cascade Scenic Tour will be well seen to be on the building. But I don't know what it is because it might have a Blizzard Rush event to see what it looks like, but I hope this is going to be quite giving a chill moment to see how different obstacles and 3 signs all together to see what's going to be look like. But anyway, for the 3rd rerun in Untamed Italians, there is also to have 6 familiar events and 3 skills by having different restrictions altogether, including the Lamborghini Huracan Performante will be featured to be on loan, will be racing at Big Land for the Hypercar Discipline. Other 3 vehicles like the Ferrari F12 Berline Enta, Pagani Sana R, and Lamborghini Venio will be featured to have different location as you guys may ever recognize, and gonna have to do this new set of the challenge. But except other 2 events to be on Coastal Range to Los Angeles for the street racing and Temecula Wineries special stage for the Rallycross discipline will be said to be on no restriction. So better get ready folks, this is going to be quite giving much more fun excited moments and the last part of the theme summon before at the end of the first episode in the 7 Motorflix season. Do your best out there folks, this is going to be quite giving a hot time moment from Into the Storm and Go Cold Fury to be on Blizzard Rush. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell on notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go for today's live summit event. Let's begin. What a very good ride-tastic moment to see how 2 disciplines on street race and motorcycles all together to have some motocross discipline will be part of it. So now, as we already got the KTM 450 EXC Red Bull Edition has now acquired to be added to your collection. But there is also to have a good Nitro Chemist to be boosted on motocross for the 2nd time ever to have my very good best arsenal to be added into the inventory. Platinum to be at rank 3035th place, but it's going to be quite very good to have motorcycles to be doing some 2-wheeler moments. More earnings and stop at over 3 million bucks before moving on in the 2nd episode. But I can't wait folks because this is going to be quite very amazing to have brand new cars and addition along with some other vanities. Only 3 days left and this is going to be quite very good to go proud Italian moment. Green tire comment, legendary hab set boosted for the drift discipline, and the Huracan Performante of the Lamborghini is now listed to be in the platinum. But also to have 200,000 followers will be going well exactly by reduced. So let's enter the event. 3 skills and 6 events will go recognized, but new set of challenges and other usual parts to be going encore. So let's start up to be on aerobatics to be flying around in Red Rock. Gonna have to be stored in to have my best auto switch vehicle to be using with the Pilotus PC21 will be fly at the ready. But of course because anytime, any condition, it doesn't matter, so gonna have to do much more fine exact exercise will go on the way. Okay, looks like gonna have to do this. Sorry about that, folks. I just got a whole lot of basic timing for myself during my development. Just gonna have to go back and start over from the new fresh. Okay, looks like almost barely took a good amount of checkpoints. Keep it in. One player in the way. Gonna have to make one good clear overtake. Okay, splendid. More points earned. And kick up the nitro. Wow, close call. 22,145 points. That should do it just the way it does, but exactly by the usual update, we'll have to go mark on the ranking. 143,930 points for a new record, so that's one skill down, 2 more to go. Next up, Palm Coast for the Powerboat Discipline will be at the get-go. Okay, here I go. Gonna have to do a good sail moment to be solemn around the gates. Slow and steady. Make a good matter to be driving on the powerboat. Will gain some more extra percentage by the bonus. Okay, there goes. Keep a good lookout. Slow and steady and push the rudder. Okay, let one powerboat pass. Well, to be honest, it would be okay to use powerboat will be doing much fine advantage. But somehow, Jet Sprint should be doing just the lighter it goes to be going faster and quicker to have this part of the Solemn will be doing well cleared by over 150,000 points. Skill number 2 clear, only one more skill to go. Let's go to Roswell for having an escape moment to be choosing any kinds of land-based vehicle between any kinds of Italian vehicles will have to be set up and go driving on the road. So now, I should probably have to do this again twice and double twice. Maybe I could probably have to go and do one faster attempt to have to beat that course will have to be suitable and faster for the kicks. So let's turn the engine on with my UDRS livery in the KTM Expo R Alpha Grand Prix. Here I come, drive away, faster as much as I can. Okay, there goes the main ejected. Gonna have to keep driving forward. Nitro is very much more important to see how one Alpha Grand Prix will have to see how the challenges were made. But it'll have to do much more quicker to avoid any oncoming traffic, but the red zone might be glowing increase significantly. Okay, gonna have to keep going. Push through. Now entered in the middle of nowhere. Alright, there we go. Looks like going increase simultaneously will have to be stay on the main top speed. There goes 6,000 points by the yards to be added with 210, folks. Looks like skill number 3 has already complete. We know the drill and increase that points to be stopping in at any numbers, including myself to have 112,210 points. Alright, here I go. Let's get it on and have 6 events by different discipline will be at the get-go. So, gonna have to be start out to have Lamborghini Huracan Performante to be on loan. But it is gonna be quite very cool to see how an updated Huracan to be listed as a Hypercar Discipline. But not to mention because it has putting up with some additional changes and features for this most fastest Lamborghini ever yet to be using to have this most brand new edition is now listed to be as a summit reward. Just like the street race version, but here it is, you guys. Take a good look to have a 2018 Huracan Performante to have a per level by starting out in 227 with having an all-wheel drive handling to be at semi-expert. Top speed going increase at 201 miles per hour, 640 horsepower, and that would be quite very amazing to see how the chassis looks so very exactly different like the Super Leggera version and standard to this Huracan. So let's give it a good try and have a good Italian taste moment. So it'll have to go triple speed to see how car lovers of Italian is going to be quite giving some more amazing to see how this Huracan can go. Adiato, adiato, let's get ready to go and embrace it to have this most triple speed moment.
You're so gonna win this one.
Yeah, looks like this is so beautiful to see how this much more sportier tuned Huracan. So taking place to be in Big Land by having a wet condition to be on the tarmac. But looks like the rain have already stopped. It'll have to be doing some suitable challenges to see how faster can it goes for this Huracan. It comes to this is going to have to take some much better fine all-wheel drive hypercar will put it to the test. But hop inside into this interior view that is actually to be putting up with some different changes to this standard Huracan that converted into a Performante as a Hypercar Discipline in the Crew 2. But other kinds of variation to this Huracan is becoming much more improved, faster, and sportier will be taking on with some several hypercars to be added to this game. Gonna have to kick up the nitro, increase the speed at 7th gear, but very impressive to have this 200 miles per hour to be going increase. So beautiful and proud all-wheel drive Italian hypercar to be used as a street race discipline. Nitros is good to go. Proceed as well onto the next checkpoint. Follow the line and follow the trail, just like racing from Into the Storm. Alright, looks like gonna have to go up the hill. 200 miles speed point is gonna have to go decrease, but the downhill should probably have to save some time. Halfway there in about 55% in the progression. Gonna have to keep it up and go. The rain condition just barely made it pass by to have the wet surface. We'll be having some dry condition to be on the daytime. Okay, close call. Small jump. But I'm so very good to see how this Performante Huracan is actually to be as a very good sweet beauty hypercar to be drivable and capability just like all the other Lamborghini cars to be in the same discipline. Gonna have to go faster up to be on the limit. But the wing spoiler on this Huracan is actually to have a fully customizable just like as a street race version. But this one by default is going to be quite very excellent to be well Fantastio. Fantastio is definitely much more beautiful for this Huracan, sure does to have much more increased acceleration to be putting up and go maximum to be at 320 for every Crew 2 players who have already got all the parts to be applied and installed to go expert at it. So almost there. Only 5% to go remaining. But after this, it'll have to do a follow-up catch-up by having a finish line to go clear. But here it is, 3 minutes, 34.738 seconds is now clear for having a sprint race for the Hypercar Performante by achieving 100% to be at 116,384 points. Hypercar Performante have passed the test, 1 event down, 5 more to go, and different discipline will be coming up to be on the schedule. Will be proceed to choose one of the 3 restricted vehicle. After having 2 events will be set up and go proceed. It comes to this, folks. Maybe you're gonna have to do for only one of the two no restricted events, as I can probably have to be well selected to have 3 vehicle restrictions. So let's go to Coastal Range to Los Angeles. We'll have to be choosing any kinds of Italian vehicles. We'll be going much more focused to be related in this part of the video segment. Okay folks, now it's time for me to go and choose the Lamborghini Huracan LP610-4 in the street race discipline to be at per level in 280. 848 horsepower, top speed 226 miles per hour, handling is going semi-expert. Yellow color and Italian tires is all fitted and good to go. So let's go triple rapido and rev up to be on the starting grid to be on a nighttime condition in Coastal Range to LA to see how all-wheel drive to be well masterpiece and achievable to see how the Huracan will go focus to be in the spotlight. So let the 4-car Italian showdown begins.
I'll stop talking so you can start driving.
Okay, looks like there's Alfa Romeo 4C in the lead, followed by the Lamborghini Miura is now going to proceed to be in the lead. It comes to this because gonna have to step it up and gonna have to go pushed up to be on the limits, classic and modern Lamborghinis alike, but especially to have Ferrari as well to be driving in the F40. Gonna have to keep driving and stay stationary. So compared to the Performante as a Hypercar Discipline, this street race edition is actually to have this most standard version to the Huracan, was now listed to be labeled as the LP610-4. Very beautiful and much more pre-production road car to be well built to be driving on the open road to have this true successor from the Lamborghini Gallardo. Very good, excellent sound of the engine. Chassis is so stylish and well beauty. And first car to be ever to be debuted from Forza Horizon on Xbox One. Gonna have to keep it up and go and do some tight turns by every part of the corners around the road. It sure does to have this very good differences on the interior view. Maybe I could probably have to go inside and have a good look. So you see, this looks very exactly different to the Performante onto the same Huracan, but this one is very original to be titled as OG Huracan. But the different style is going to be quite very good to be amazing to see how this most different gauges and different technologies was also to be designed by Lamborghini ever since to be made in 2014. Very good, excellent all-wheel drive, pretty much good improved handling, and mostly to have this most finest modest speed ever yet to be well compared to any other kinds of Lamborghini vehicles, just like the Aventador and Benio in the Hypercar Discipline. Looks like the nitro is good to go. Gonna have to fight my way in to be on the tight turns, but every part of the consecutive turns we'll have to go through. Checkpoint going clear. Another one clear. Time to go up the hill. Embrace the light velocity, folks. Very splendid work. Checkpoint by every checkpoint, and the night conditions still have a fog effect will be surround the area. Alright, looks like almost there to be out from the coastal range. Almost there, in about a few more miles to go to get to LA. 82% will be going up in the progressive. Splendid work. Just give a good taste of Italian spirit. We'll be going clean racing on the streets. Okay, close call. Now going down the hill. Here comes the 4 consecutive hairpins of Hollywood. Alright, very good. Looks like doing some inside turns to go Italian style for the Huracan. Just gonna have to go extreme racing and see how it goes to have that all-wheel drive to kick it to the max. Finish line, arrive in Los Angeles at Beverly Hills. 4 minutes, 23.954 seconds is clear for only one sprint race. 100,000 points to be added with 10,866 points as well. More parts to be adding up, and more currency bucks will be increased simultaneously just to be in case if I could probably have to go up by over 5 million bucks. 5 million bucks, so I could probably might have to come up to have some very thinkful idea to choose which kind of purchase by having a good amount for having episode 2 of Motor Pass in season 7 to be in the second episode in Blizzard Rush. So I had to decide and come up with a good decision by having a well determined. So let's go to Temecula Winery special stage for having a second part in the no restrictions zone for choosing any rallycross vehicle. For my recommend, I might have to go for the Lancia Delta S4 1985 ever since to be driving for having a one race to be facing with 3 motocross bikes. But ever since to be well drive on Gold Rush 2 is going to be quite very amazing to have a gold window tint. Time to go again to drive the Delta and ride on in to be on a dirt trail to go rally racing in Temecula Wineries for having a special stage event.
3, 2,
Alright, looks like we got some good A-Barb 124 rally and Lancia Deltas along with a different rallycross vehicle to be in the same brand.
Faster! Seriously, go faster!
So let's go high speed rush. First place, here I come. Alright, gonna have to go up the hill and watch myself. Tight turns and drifting when the Nitro Chemist is now fully well fitted. Gonna have to avoid one bear pass by. Drip cam is now all set. Gonna have to keep it up and stay well impressed. As you can see folks, any kinds of Italian rallycross vehicle to be well choose to be recommend. But you guys might gonna have to choose any kinds of rallycross vehicle whenever you like to be entered because it doesn't matter for this part of the Team Summon. For instance, any kinds of fastest rallycross vehicle like Audi or Mitsubishi because it is going to be quite doing well amazing to see how the best rallycross vehicles to be on the top 5 list. But also to have the Lancia Delta S4 is definitely might have to be putting up to be part into the top 5 list. So here comes the jump. Time to go aggro by having some jumping in to be crossed through. Checkpoint going triple clear. Okay, gonna have to take some tight turns and go improvise. Tight turns incoming, and one checkpoint to be well cleared and be on the wide open. Cross through the highway. Now for the next turn on the left. Yeah, there you go. Just like that, and you'll do it. Drive anywhere and find a perfect strategy to go main advantage to be quickly and do the main time to go improve. Piece of cake. Now gonna have to do the next part to do the same. And here comes the finish line. Will be arrived just about now. 2 minutes 38.297 seconds is now cleared by having one legendary bundle earned in the rallycross category, 100,000 points by adding up with 1,332 points. And now, time for me to have a one sip of water because One pit stop for only a short amount of time before moving on to take the next 3 events by vehicle restrictions. So let's start out to have street race first, then second hypercar, and then third for the last, touring car discipline. So let's go and grab your Ferrari F12 Bolide Enta between vanities, custom parts, and liveries. We'll be racing in Everglades. Take place to be in Florida, located in the southwest of the state. The only question is, because the F12 Bolide Enta with a UDRS Insportec livery will be at the get-go, for having a very good excellent style of performance will go triple speed beauty. 1044 horsepower in the top speed, 226 miles per hour and 280 per level by the handling semi-expert. So I hope I could probably have to be prepared. After putting up with some digging ideas, by putting up with some nitrochemists, we'll get organized and will improve to be faster and much more efficient to see how triple extreme speed of Italian feeling moment. So let's find out
Fingers
and
are
go
crossed.
for the lead. Just to be planned as exactly during my part of my journey in the full walkthrough. Very good, excellent time to be in Florida for Ferrari, because the best place to be racing here for having a most summer vacation of all time is Everglades, to be well explored for having a good place in this most magnificent view in the environment. Okay, looks like I just did pretty well. Gonna have to keep driving. No contact or any objects to be well hit. It'll have to be much more fine specifically to take that next turn to go right here. Alright, Fantastio. Just gonna have to keep like this, and the F12 Bolide Enta UDRS Insportec is gonna have to take much more brilliant spotlight to go for the podium finish. It's like gonna have to do a sprint race with some ordinary fans to be on a motorsport event. Just gonna have to stop right here. Keep driving forwards. Almost to be on the halfway mark in about 8% to go before reaching up in 50%. Okay, Bravo performance. Now it'll have to come to this. It'll have to take some fine turns. We'll have to step up and go well efficient. So I had to take a good check on the chassis. No scratches after having one street light just barely took down. %40 to go remaining. Looks like I still got this in the bag, folks. Just gonna have to keep driving and stay strong to be in the main position in #1 place. Now here comes the left turn. Time to slow down and do a passive turn to go passion. Alright. Now going in and do that main part to be cruising around onto the half part of the track to be linked up to be on the road. Everglades to be racing in Miami before moving on in Orange Grove. There goes 3 minutes. Gonna have to hurry up and gonna have to make that perfect sprint time to go establish. Much obliged. 10% to go remaining. So here comes Miami Racetrack. So I hope I could probably have to be sure to go there later on. Final stretch is up ahead. Gonna take it and go clear to have that record to be much more achieved. 3 minutes, 32.381 seconds. Now here is the first attempt of this outcome. Sweet luck of fortune, 114,230 points. that should be doing much more fine check complete on the Ferrari F12 Bologna in Everglades. So now, next up in Hypercar for a combo event. Lamborghini Benio in Coconut Grove. Let's see how one hypercar to be raced around in the city course of Miami will have to be doing some different challenges will go urban taste. Pardon me folks, I just took a sip of water from 3 minutes ago. Alright, going go for Benio and doing exactly to be marked on 320 per level to be exactly to have some gold type vanities. Also to have the Racing Slick tire compound to have a very good gold line tire to be well affected to be putting up with some smoke. So let's give it a try and have another round to have a good taste of Italian golden hypercar will be on the get-go to see how first place racer to be facing up with some several street racing vehicles. So here I come, let's do this and go for having applied overtake to go earlier.
This. You're a rock star.
Looks like the conditions are about to get a little bit slippery. The road is wet, just like Hypercar for having a Lamborghini Huracan Performante. Alright, looks like this might be quite putting up with some different sound of the music. But of course it is. It's all about having a good drive to be racing around in my... Gonna have to do right here. Follow the signs because each kinds of iconic landmarks to be well made from the 1980s. Gonna have to be careful. Going through to take the jump. There's one. Now gonna have to slow down by the next checkpoint. Going well, going clear. First lap will have to be much more getting closer at the end of number 1 before enter to be in number 2 of the second lap. Alright, there we go. Just like that. Now for the shortcut to go advantage. Splendid work. Gonna have to keep on racing to stay clean and have that good fragile on the Benio to stay golden. There goes another checkpoint. Gonna have to keep well proceed. Okay, there goes one object. Almost there, folks. One more checkpoint. Finish line is already here and cleared. 2 minutes, 43.252 seconds. 30 more stars earned, and that's how one attempt is going to be saved by the call by nearly towards to have 100,000 points. There goes one event to be needed as a follow-up checkup because it'll have to take for only one more event to go as we're about to be going entered into the racetrack. Ever since to be passed by in Everglades by driving the Ferrari F12 Bologna. Maybe I should probably have to do this earlier before doing the Hypercar event. But anyway, because any kinds of choosing any events whenever you like to pick, because it doesn't matter because it's all about to have 6 events during the part of this theme summon in Untamed Italians. So it comes to this, folks. Grab your Pagani Zonda R at Miami Racetrack. We'll be doing a final leg and one last event until the third rerun in Untamed Italians will be complete. But I can't wait to get the Lamborghini Huracan Performante before at the end of the first episode in Season 7 as we go forward in Episode 2 in Blizzard Rush. Yep, looks like another kind of the summit reward to be listed as a premium reward to see how it turns out to be.
2,
Another batch of Italian vehicle goes on to have a touring car discipline will drive into action.
Listen to the engine. It's saying, let's run.
Alright, looks like gonna have to keep it up and stay trying. Go boost it up and take on for having one Huracan to have this touring car edition.
Look out, suckers! We're in first place.
Sana R is in the lead. Now all I have to do is gonna have to face up with some tight turns during the part of the 3-lap challenge. The Pagani Sana R will go triple speed for this event, folks. Gonna have to find your line and do everything what you can. The handling sure does might have to give something more improvement. But I hope it is, because the Pagani Sana R needs some more fixes to do some more minor improvements. So every event in different conditions between day or night, other kinds of surfaces between dry or wet. But I just got everything to be filled out and we'll check to see how the other 2 events will be on no restriction. But one of them as well to have coastal range to LA is going to be on the nighttime with a foggy effect. But this is going to have to take much more fine specifically to see how Coconut Grove and Big Land between 2 hypercars all together to see how this is going to be quite very well exactly by the exact elements. But here in nighttime in Miami Racetrack, the Sana R sure does have the perfect place to be here for only one last race. But unless the consecutive S-turns is very tricky. It's hard to handle when driving the Sana R is going to be very much more advanced to go difficult. So almost there towards the end of the 2nd lap. Here comes lap number 3. Alright, here we go. Let's bring the Sana home to the finish line. Let's give it a backfire of nitro. We'll have to go increase speed up by the boost. Almost to be at 80%. 20 more to go. "34 seconds behind the gap mark on the green. Okay, gonna have to watch it. Be careful with the barriers. Final sector, here I come. Finish line is just right up ahead. There you go. Total time clear in 3 minutes, 30.446 seconds. That's the ticket for having first position to have a Pagani Sana R, which is going to be equals 126,083 points to have 7 parts in a legendary bundle will be received as a prize. And that's how a perfect fine fortune cleared to have the 3rd rerun in Untamed Italians to have new different set of challenges, just like the original was used to have coastal range to Los Angeles with any Ferrari cars, and the other 3 events on no restriction, especially to have Miami Racetrack to choose any kinds of Italian touring car whenever each player they want to choose. But exactly to have another round in Coconut Grove for the Lamborghini Venio will be doing the 3rd time ever as part of the rerun. But 4th time as well to see it, according to the details about the original, was started out to have 6 events, goes on to have any kinds of restriction, along with 3 skills by usual. But it was a very good fun moment to see how Italian cars for this part of the live summon as the third rerun was actually becoming very amazing with some new set of challenges, including one forced vehicle to be labeled as a premium reward. But I can't wait to see how the Lamborghini Huracan Performante is going to be so very beautiful that compares to the standard version as a street race discipline. But currently to be stopped at rank 5,239 place in about 3 days left before the next event, and episode 2 in the 7 Motorflix season in Blizzard Rush will be coming up soon. But that's not all, because there will be some returning vehicle by having one BMW M8 interception unit from the Chase update and the other 3 vehicles from the Hunt update as well. But I hope it is, because more vehicles will be coming in to be arrived by the date schedule, but I can't wait to have other kinds of returning vehicles from episode 1 and 2 in the first Motorflix season in the Chase and the Hunt. Time to wrap this up, you guys, but I can't wait to see how the new events and reruns will be coming up soon. So we have to make sure to be very patient before we're about to go forward in Blizzard Rush. Thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Deviant Art, Twitter, Instagram, GT Planet, and more for my own image artwork like UDRS livery, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.